flak gear. I don't have a lot of money. They're not going to take a lot of stuff. I could buy a little flak vest. They can have that. And I have a lot of money I've still got to account for here. So I guess we could get rid of some of the shittier stuff, but I was hoping to smelt it. Unless I don't get the little vest. And it's still 1,000. I want basically medicine and components, but I don't have to get medicine. Components is gonna cost a fair bit. I'll just get the components at the moment. Also, where is this landing? Where did that come down? No, I'm gonna pause that for a second because I gotta find where they're dropping this shit now. Ain't up the top. Just bear with me for a hot second because I had to open up this shit because my traders were idiots and kept dropping stuff inside and breaking the roof and shit. And I had to open this out. But I gotta find where they're now putting shit. Should just have a component randomly on the ground somewhere. I would think it would drop around this. Mate, I can't fucking find it. Mind you, that's not a surprise, but I was hoping that would be near like an outside of a building or something, unless somebody already picked it up. It should have landed. I didn't see any pods land or pop or anything like that. Fuck's sake, I don't know where they're dropping them now. Oh, I should have bought something more colourful, like at least one of the health. I didn't see any roofs get broken though. Hold on. Did any roofs break? No. So wherever they have put it outside. I don't know where that is, but it does look like they did not put it in here, which is great. They did not put it in here, which is also great. They didn't break a roof. So mostly good all round. I just don't know where it went. Which is honestly no surprise in a colony of this size. Like, shit's gonna get lost. You know? You peeing cat. That's not smoking falls asleep, snuggling both full flushes. No. I think bulk goods trader. Cool. We were waiting for you. God, that's a big group, actually. Dodsworth, mate. Can you do socials? Can, just not that great. I'm just trying to have a see if there's anybody. There's a walk revenge. I don't need to worry about that. I know where the walk is and it's near turrets. I don't think anybody in here's got a special name. So that's fine. Bloody Leroy. But yeah, I don't know. Usually speaking, like, generally, because I stream at a consistent time, basically most of the time every weekday and stuff like that, it usually tends to be that, like, most people will find that I am live at like their lunchtime or like the early afternoon commute or when they sit down to eat or when they have breakfast and stuff like that. The only thing is occasionally sometimes people will go out of their way to wake up early to be catching my streams, and I don't like that. Like, fucking get yourself some sleep. Like, my streams are not that goddamn important that you have to like wake up early to catch them and disrupt your life and shit. Like, I'll be right, I'm still here, you know. But yeah, aside from that, I don't know. It's sort of, normally anybody that's kind of on like a different standout roster kind of like stands out pretty quick. I don't want to buy any animals. I have pretty good that. I could sell you some furs and some wool. I don't have a lot though. I don't need books. We could buy more wood. I did harvest a lot of wood, but we are, as I said, coming into winter and I want to make sure we have good wood supply for that. Or I can't afford it. Okay, can't afford that. I do have leathers though, so hold up. I could go without getting, what do you call it, a bunch of clothing made. The only thing is I do have Devil's Strand. I don't want to sell the cloth. The cloth we are using to make medicine with. I don't really need the unfertile duck eggs, to be fair. That's still too much. I was going to sell them like an animal. Hold on. Let's sell you one of the male thrombos because that automatically gives me money for those weird-ass duck eggs. Give me those. All right, this is going to cost us basically like $9. So that's fine. And it's like all outside of here, but only just barely. Actually, hold on. Where is Lumi? Can you tell them to leave just before they decide to get comfy in here? That should be all of my traders, which is great. They'll leave, and then I'll get a couple of people down here for this. I have a whole bunch of people up here, like, doing the planting and the cutting and stuff. You can't do hauling. Chimpanzee should be able to. Chimpanzee butcher should be able to. Are you doing the hauling? Okay, well, pigeons apparently coming down. What about, I clicked on Corpusy before. Hachuka maybe can't do hauling. They better not dip into my stuff on their way out. I was going to say they better not dip into my meat on their way out, but I'm like, that's just a questionable sentence in general. Okay, you can haul that because I don't trust Pigeon. Every time we get meat on this map, Pigeon just walks over and snacks on it and declares that that stack of meat, that whole stack of meat is theirs now forever and a day. And we don't need that. Maybe Ram. Yeah. Automatically moved on to mushrooms. Fucking hell. Okay. Okay, that's all of the food getting brought up and in. And there goes all my traders, basically. Yeah, playing RimWorld, everything is questionable. Look, Pigeon's I was going to say an issue, but then I also wanted to say ass. I don't know what I was going to say then. But Pigeon is a piece of shit, honestly. Wherever they are. So Pigeon went through, like, super long tantrums. And then, like, they keep on stealing food. Like, they keep claiming the food is theirs and then not actually hauling it and stuff. I think we're about to have an ad too. Yep, I'm trying to have a look at where Pigeon is because I don't know if they have a death list thing. Don't mind me either. My voice is like doing a thing today because of the medicines making it dry. There's not that much I can do about that. I've been sipping on some water and stuff, but it ain't doing shit. So it's unfortunate. It's just a day. It should be fine tomorrow. I'll rest it overnight and there you are. I'll give it some like warm tea or stuff. Actually, I found that during the Billathon, I did find that like gargling like almost hot salt water before stream helped so much, honestly, for being able to talk. It helped so fucking much. What do you do? You've got a brain burn scar. You do cooking and animals, you're nervous. Recreation is unfulfilled, that's your problem. Slept in cold, that's your problem. And ate without a table. That's basically the whole eternity in RimWorld is you just did it to yourself, mate. Where is your bed? Hold on. I want to have a look at where... Actually, I could just have a look at general temperatures of the rooms. They are cold as shit. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to turn this one off. Okay. Valid. Very valid. Pigeon's got a shit fit about that. I get it. This one's been off for a while, but it is still cold. Okay, let's get these rooms absolutely roasting. I have to get the ones above it too. I forgot... Where's yours? Yours are up here. I forgot that when I changed over their rooms, that they had top set of like air conditioners there. It happens every so often. That should be the top of that. Would I save? Okay. Yeah, I also want to grab the ones over here. I want to get the bedrooms first. This one doesn't actually have... Oh, no, they do. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure they did, but okay. Let's get all of these automatic. I don't want them to be gathering spots. I don't like them gathering the hallways. This room is just fucking filthy. I kind of want to have... Maybe in the next design, I would like to have some aspect of a corridor that leads between my storage area and my kitchens and my dining that allows them to access said rooms without passing through said rooms as a first point. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but that's going to be the next map locations problem. Which honestly, like I said, once we've got to a point where, like, it's gonna probably be, give or take, within a couple of raids and shit, there's gonna be probably a couple of weeks where I am just chilling, waiting for them to make the advanced components, to wait for them to make the body parts and stuff like that. Like, you guys are doing all the little components and stuff. I still need you to make the components. But, well, to be fair, it doesn't matter if they use up all the steel and make the components, because at some point they'll run out and then they'll have to make the fucking advanced components. But yeah, I find that these people, they have priorities. Let me make these two up front here, because they won't make that. I want you to keep doing on that. This one gets used a lot. So let me just suspend those two. I'm hoping that what they'll do is they'll make the advanced components, but a lot of the time they just hop on a different machine and it's like, this is way more fun. And instead of actually like doing what they need to do and stuff. So yeah. I also have one more statue. Hold on, let's go throw that in Stone's room. Where's Stone's room? There. Alright, let's shove that there and we'll get some more in here eventually. That shouldn't make him like chuffed with his bedroom, but it should make him happier at least. And you guys got little TVs now. Emmy's just sitting here watching TV. What is this room classified as? You are still... That's a rec room. Must be too many TVs. Okay. I guess I could put more tables in this room. Hold on. I wonder what the ratio of table to TV this needs to be. Because I don't really want that to be a rec room. Like, hold on. What are your needs? Beautiful environment. Recreation fully satisfied. Maybe it counts as recreation when they're eating then. Luxuriously comfortable. Unbelievably impressive dining room. Okay, it still kind of counts as a dining room. Unless it was that room that they walked through. Extremely impressive rec room. Spacious interior. You just ate, but it claims that you ate without a table. Must be a previous day when you decided to just take a snack. You slept in the cold, so I think I know where your bedroom is too, because you got the same problem as Pigeon. And then you got minor pain. What's your minor pain? Left eye, permanent gunshot injury. That's fine. I don't have eyes for them yet. I don't even have the extra body parts, so they're not even making those. Okay. I do need them to make clothing. I don't need them to make that much clothing. I think it's time we turn down a couple of the benches. Like, these ones are the... These ones work without power, right? So I don't mind those being there, but I'm thinking about just turning off, like, the ones in the center. All the bills on them. Or actually, I can designate their power. Toggle the power off on these two. I want to have more people. Like, they're doing great with the guns. They're making the guns. They're making some form of gun. Mate, when did I suspend these and why? I don't remember. But this would be where some of the components are going. So shred mechanoids make minigun. They've got 5 miniguns out of 10. They'll stop once we've got 10. Yeah. And that one, they're not making any of those on there. Okay, so basically once they've made like 5, they'll stop using the components, but they'll keep shredding shit. That's fine. I don't really mind if they're making the miniguns, because honestly, one of those in the hands of like several of my people is going to be like a problem. Like I said, I've got them like some ranged damage stuff too. I wouldn't mind storing the cloth a bit closer to where they're doing their health stuff. I've been setting up like little spots here where they can get access to their ingredients pretty much fast. The only thing that slows them down is having to come down to get the health. The only other thing I thought of was, because I have a refrigerated space down here, I thought perhaps I could allow some storage of health. But if I start storing health down here, there's also a chance that it won't store at the correct like temperature and it may expire. But it cannot honestly hurt to have a little bit of it down here. So I'm going to just allow it. I don't know if it's raw resources. I don't think it's raw resources. I think it's items. I think body part unfinished neurotrainers. Nah, it ain't that. Manufactured. I would imagine it's, I don't know, it's medical. Yeah, okay. Allow for herbal medicine down here. There should not be too much storage, but there are a couple of plants nearby, and I suspect that since I got a heal root crop here, that should end up getting stored in there. I don't believe that the animals will eat the thing, right? So I'm not concerned about that. What I am concerned about is not having enough medical supplies up where I need it. But on the flip side, this does mean that on two ends of my colony, I do have medical supplies within relative reach. So it's not the worst thing to happen. This fucking main area, though, is grotty as fuck. Why is there a chicken in here? Why is this door passable? Is this just been left open this whole time and that's what the beef with this room is? The hell is going on here? I'm guessing yes, it is. Clean the hospital. Now that the door's going to shut, somebody should be with these ducks and horses momentarily. I've been wondering all night why this room is fucking disgusting, but there has always been somebody just passing through this door the whole fucking night. So it hasn't been obvious to me that it's the doors pegged open. I don't know at what point we did that, but that certainly explains some things. I didn't even pick up on it when I had this, that this would have lit up as like a zone as well. But yeah, somebody should, yeah, what's in here grabbing them. So that's good. All right, Mole's got inspired creativity. I'm going to have to turn on the fireplaces around the base. In general, I prioritize the bedrooms to go first to warm them up. But I'm going to have to turn on the other ones too. Because apparently, oh, not that. It is apparently cold enough that my people want the heaters on. I shouldn't need all of them on. Yeah, turn on automatic. I think that's all of them selected, give or take. Oh, the ones down here won't be actually. Alright. Now, I don't know how that's going to impact the warmth of this room, but this is running at a -3. Or -1 at the moment, but that's fine. Outside's 19 degrees. So, yeah, it should be okay. Let's have a look at the temperature in here. So this is definitely toasting up. That's good. Hopefully they're not sweating. I'll check on a few colonists shortly. I do need to check this room temperature. Okay. That looks like it's nice and mostly toasty. In here is absolutely fucking frigid. I need to turn this up a bit. This is on 1 degree Celsius. I remember turning it down a heat because it was heating up the surrounding areas. So this is on negative and that's on 9. -9. These benches get a bad temperature work factor, which is why butchering is slow. I don't really want to have it above 5 degrees Celsius, but I know that, like, put it up to about 10. Try 10. The problem we had was this room roasted itself and I had to turn it off. But I do have a passive cooler in there, which I don't need fueled over winter. This room's fine. It's got the air conditioners. This room is actually doing great. It's at 17 degrees and I don't have a heater running. I do have a heater in the event of a cold snap. I don't have anything to cool it down in the event of a heat wave. I can open the door. But yeah, this will be like cooling it down, but all these benches probably counter some level of heat to some degree probably. These rooms do look a little chilly. They're on 9 and 13. So I think a fireplace might be too much for that room. A heater might be okay. But I don't really want to add a heater in, to be fair. We'll see how winter goes because I haven't really had this set up the way it is because this is pumping cold air in here too. So we'll have to see how that goes. I'll have to keep an eye on the center room because it's substantially colder than everywhere else. It may need a heater. That is 17 degrees, so that's temperate, that's fine. That's also 17. These grow rooms up here are something I missed. They need to get going. Also inside, none of my grow lights are on. I don't think I turned them on. I've been wondering why I haven't really had much in the way of like crops indoors at the moment. I've been looking at it. Don't get me wrong, I've been looking at it and I'm just like, I couldn't quite put my finger on what was wrong this whole time. I'm like, I'm looking at like, okay, not so much down here, for instance. It's been looking dark and desolate, for instance. But up here is extremely barren. And same within here is extremely barren. And I had a chicken duck like mating program thing in this space, and it was like rightly like done over, and my people are constantly planting shit in here, and I'm just like, I wonder why that's not like flourishing. Like maybe it's a temperature thing is all I could think of. And I'm like, I've been kind of like backburning problem solving, like mental capacity thing while I've been like talking and stuff. And then these rooms have been standing out to me. I'm like, I don't know what it is. There's something about this room. I just can't put my finger on it. And then, yeah, I've been busy with other shit, so I haven't come back to it. But yeah, no, now I fucking know. I know what it is. I forgot to turn the fucking lights on, which would be why we had fucking electricity in the batteries. I was looking at this earlier. I'm like, I said literally when I checked the roof, that was like over an hour ago. I checked that well over an hour ago. I said, oh, all the roofs are on. We shouldn't have, like, all the batteries should be pretty drained. And I looked over here and I went, huh, they're not really drained. And it just never clicked. Same with like these little like refrigerator thingies. I gotta turn them off. Yeah, terrible. Terrible. That's so on me for that. So I gotta just turn off all these passive coolers for the season too. Because I have like a bunch of passive coolers and I have heaters and all sorts of stuff with the view that it's not so much that it saves me like money in and around the base or anything like that. Like what it does do is I don't have the electricity pulling like through summer and winter. I need somebody to get in here. Here's a bit of a problem. I gotta open this and somebody's gotta fix that and shut that. I did see that earlier too. I bet somebody's been passively like sitting here like basically like foaming at the mouth being like, it's broken, fix it. But like, you know, not wanting to like chat and just been like, she'll figure it out. She'll get it eventually. And I'm just sitting here like oblivious to the fact that I have like a literal broken down generator. And that's probably why a lot of my turrets and shit are not able to run. Also, you guys are leaving your fungus outside. Your fungus will get fungus on it. You gotta not do that. I don't give a shit if Gura's bringing that home. She ain't here right now. And let's grab Mole. Actually, you're flicking a switch. Mate, can you clean the workshop after you're done with that? I'll grab Armadillo. And after he has a snoozle, he can come over here and he can fix up this because fuck knows where Lane is. But she sure as hell ain't bringing that squirrel meat to the fridge, you know? So, Saints first, mate. Do you have the capacity? No, you're doing the hauling. That's okay. But where in my colony can I grab somebody to try to fix this thing overnight? Actually, Seahorse might be able to do it. Seahorse can do it. Okay, I know you're feeding a simple meal to Johnson, but when you're done with that, mate, can you come down here? And then I want you to... I'll need you to fix that. And I don't know if that's going to need... It should just need a component and not an advanced component. But we'll see. I think the thing with my colony is I'm at a point where I have a little bit of impatience. I'm waiting for a lot of things to happen so that I can do things with it. Like, for instance, I've got no stone cutting going at the moment because I want more people to work on benches. I've turned off a couple of the clothing benches because we always have clothing, even though we've still got like 55 people in tattered apparel. We don't have the cloth to make it, so having the benches available is a waste of time. I have extra medical benches, but I need them to bring the resources to make the medical stuff down here. Honestly, I could bring like a small patch of medical and just store it like on one tile there, and it would be so close it wouldn't be any issue. But at the same time, I want to make the bionics, but I have to fucking wait. I need them to make the advanced components, and my people really fucking want to make like all the other things basically. I might turn off the components on this one. I turn off the legs. I need 2 machines to be dedicated to making advanced components in this place at this point. I've suspended making the spare components across the first 4, which means I should see people using the last 4. I have more than enough people skilled to be able to come down and do this. My only problem is that whoever I have locked to it is generally the person that's coming down to do it, which is why a lot of these machines I have multiple slots for it, because they'll interchange who's working on it. generally speaking, which has helped, because if, say, like Manatee's working on this one, if Manatee's not available to make that component, let's say she's outside of base, it's just going to sit here and nobody else will use it because there's this piece just sitting here and nobody will move the unfinished component. The other thing I want too, animal disease flu, most of the muffaloes, that's fine, all the muffaloes are home, so they'll be tended to. The other thing I want to do, I'm not a huge fan of having little dots of storage, okay? But I can see the benefit in having, say, one dot here and maybe another dot, give or take, here. What I want to have is clear everything, but allow herbal medicine, a small fucking dot of it. Just a tiny dot. I don't know. They can stack up to 10,000 on that. But it just means a heap of medicine's not going to go up towards the, like, medical areas. But they should make the blue medicine, and that should vouch for it. Basically, it should make up for it. Now, as for manufactured, I want you to keep... I specifically want unfinished components to stay here. Unfinished bionic. Yeah. New recruit Joyce. Finally. Unfinished prosthetics, yes. I don't think they're going to stack together, so I might have to make that a little tiny bit bigger. And unfinished components. So I want these three things to stay together. And I need them... They shouldn't merge that. But this should keep those things here. So when they drop them, they should go, okay, it goes over here. Like, I could unallow all these for a moment, and it would probably force them to drop them. Like, moles in here cleaning and stuff. But if I was to quickly... I need to remember to turn this back on, for the love of fuck. So, let me just save that. I just want to grab somebody in the area. I will go and deal with whatever that thing was in a second. New recruit. Red, mate. I see you coming in here and you're cleaning dirt. Can I get you to... Can I get you to just, like, come over here? And then I want to see what you'll do with this component. I just want to move them off the machine temporarily to see if I can free up a couple of machines to make them work on something else. Whether it be a bionic or an advanced component. Realistically, I need them to make the advanced components because they can't make any of the bionics without the advanced components. But I do still need a constant stream of at least a drib and a drab of fucking components getting made because we're going to need that. Mate, I don't need you to do that. You've moved the thing. Unfinished component. Okay. If I hit cancel, it's going to do the thing. But what if I hit allow? Okay. Nobody's going to move it. Cool. That's all I wanted to know. Is it does not matter if I tell them to unfinish it or not. But I could... How far along is this part? Like 56, 50, 30, 30. Chicken dying. 40. That one's moved over. That one's got 12. Basically, that one's the closest one to being done. And it's also the only one that's off the machine. Now, I want all of these. Except for you. I don't know who's this in the cupboard. But fuck them all. They can work on something new. They can move those off to a different bench and stuff. I know it's wasted work. Don't get me wrong. I know it is. I just want them to do something else for a little bit. And it is great that they are, like, working on, you know, making the gladiuses. And I really need to restrict that because, holy shit, when did I set that to fucking 30? Holy shit, how about you try to make 3? And then we'd start talking about that helmet situation. Holy shit. It's supposed to be done with uranium. I don't even know if I got uranium. But we're supposed to be making 12 and 20. Let's take you down to 15. Make it a bit more even. That's your uranium. And I do believe I have